Expect thrills, spills and a Simsy Danger win. Hello and welcome to F1 League Hub Season 3B. Today we are racing at the notorious, the historic Suzuka circuit in Japan, where we see Oppenheim once again coming out of that pit lane in that Force India, usually one of the first on track, and today nonetheless of that, out of the pits we can see two Renaults as well. Is that Veenstra out? No, that is Veenstra out. But in front of him, the first person out on track is Woomaloo. So I would like to welcome everyone today watching the stream. We're expecting a good race here. I'm not sure about the forecast so yet, but yes. Anyway, we will see, as we'll see if anyone does have a absolutely amazing race. And what I said, Simsy Danger could win this race. Well, today Simsy Danger is going to be the favourite, obviously, because he did win the 3A race last night. But we can see in Season 3B if anyone can challenge him on this Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Here we go. We're getting the stream open on my phone so I can check the comments, and it's all looking good at the moment. We're just going to go on F1 League Cup on my phone because I'm an absolute legend, and then we will do a 34 Renault car. We'll just have a look at the 100% dry for the race. I'm now going to put up a little map as Woomaloo is about to start his lap. I believe there's actually someone in front of him. I believe that is that Fretty? No, is that Jazzy? That is Jazzy. Jazzy will be the first person to start his lap. He goes down into turn 1 now. Actually into turn 2 as well. Turn 1's only just like a run through. Turn 2 is finished. Turn 3 is coming up for the Ferrari driver. He'll be wanting to do well here, but he hasn't, and he's binned it once again. So we'll ride on board with Woomaloo, as Jazzy has already retired from the Grand Prix, and Woomaloo's done the exact same thing. That's two people out, literally next to each other. What an absolute shame for the two of them. Sector 1 looks like, even in the dry, it is absolutely atrocious to work with. Woomaloo is out, Jazzy is out before they've even started finished their flying laps. Oppenheim will be one of the first to do his lap. But let's have a look at Veenstra. Is Veenstra ahead? Veenstra is actually behind, so Oppenheim, I believe, will be the first one to set a lap. As we see Oppenheim just going through his Woomaloo. Does have a bit of a moment in the chat. He just casually has a bit of a go on himself. But here we go. Woomaloo. Oppenheim now coming up the back straight, going over the bridge as he enters 130R now. A corner which used to be very much tight out. This is not the first person, but 100% the second person, I think, as Brumadinho sets a 128.9. But we now see Oppenheim. What time will he be able to set? Going through turn 18, he goes and gets himself a 29.7 on the super soft compound tyres. We've got more yellows in sector 1. Who's that for? We see is that Veenstra? Veenstra's about to finish this lap. I do excuse myself. What lap time will he get? He's not going to go that quick. He's going to get a 132.3, but it was invalidated. Simsy Danger is on his lap, I believe, or maybe on an out lap. It looks like he's on a lap actually. So we'll just see his final sector because he was ridiculous in the final sector yesterday. Gets literally perfect on the Casio triangle as he goes through the final corner now. Will he get pole? Yes, he will. He's got a 27.9 over a second to Brumadinho, and DeLuca's only 3 tenths behind Bruma. Oh, hello. That was a bit of a stoppage there as Ricciardo slows down to almost a halt, as Philip is getting slowed down a lot by Mike Azafati. Hopefully there isn't any damage there as they go through the hairpin into turn 12. The long turn 12 going towards the spoon curve. Turns 13 and 14. Philip goes through now. It's a shame for Woomaloo. He'll be starting at the back with Jazzy for the Grand Prix. But it does mean they will have a free set of tyres. We'll just ride. Actually, no, Philip's on an outlap actually, so we won't ride on board with him. We'll go to, as Simsy's teammate for tonight, Nick in his Toro Rosso. Goes himself for 28.2 on the super soft compound tyres. Fretti and DeLuca obviously very close to each other, but today we see that DeLuca's definitely got an advantage on Fretti. DeLuca set at 29.2 on the super softs, a 29.6. That is a big difference. Verstappen, don't know if he's on another lap or not. We'll have to enable telemetry to see. He looks like he's on another lap actually, since he gets right out of the way of him. Good respect from the Austrian driver, going down towards turns. This is turn 18 and turn 19, the final corner now on this circuit. What lap time will the Red Bull driver get on his second run round? He's going to get into a 28.835. A good lap time from him, getting him up into P3. Who else is on a lap? We have Fretti, who I believe is on an in-lap. Wesley is not going quicker. Someone who hasn't set a lap yet, Lord Elephant, he's always very quick in qualifying. Let's have a look what he can do into the hairpin now of turn 11. Lord Elephant now coming through spoon curve, turns 13 and 14. I do apologise for the cuts. I do have a bit of a cold, so I'm just turning off my mics while. But here we go into turns 18 now. It looks like he's going pretty slow. It looks like he's invalidated his lap time, or wants to set his lap time on maybe the soft compound tyres. That looked like a pretty quick lap. Scruffy lap, didn't get space on the out lap, so had to back off, set to 3, says Fretti. So Fretti knows that he can get more pace out of those tyres, so it's not all over for the Ferrari driver yet, as he's in the pits at the moment. Let's have a look at Philip, the absolute boss himself, can set a lap time. He did set a 1:31.8, which would have got him P12 at the moment. He's going down into Degner 2, up the hill now towards turn 11, which is the hairpin, a very very cambered corner. You get it right, you gain so much time, but if you get it wrong, you're going to lose about half a second there. So we now see Simsy Danger, not Simsy Danger, I do excuse myself, he must as well be Simsy Danger because he's that quick. Philip now going through spoon curve, turns 13 and 14, looks like a much cleaner lap than we saw in Russia 1 week ago. Philip now coming through the final sector, about to be as he crosses the Delta board. Now he's 2 tenths up on his fastest lap time. He'll be looking for maybe P11. We'll have a look as he comes around the final 3 corners, comes around turn 18, turn 19 and soon to follow. What lap time will Philip get? He comes around the final corner now, he gets a 1:32.1, which gets him P14 on the grid. Lord Elephant, with slowing down a ridiculous amount, is only 4 tenths off, and he's gone into the pits, as I believe Ricardo is as well. Composite just letting Brumadinho through there. I'm not sure if he's on a lap, doesn't look like it. Actually no, I believe he is on a lap actually, I do excuse myself. So we see Brumadinho now going to spoon curve. I believe that's DeLuca in front of him. That is DeLuca in front of him in the 96 Sauber. But we need to have a look at the Haas driver tonight. A reserve driver, of course. He's in season 3A. Going through the final sector now, taking spoon curve at pretty decent pace, breaking now down into gear 3, locking up his right front tyre. What lap time will the Swiss get? He will go straight back into the pits because he does not like that lock up on that tyre. Nick is now out on an out lap. Wesley just going and going and going, not even going to the pits until now. As I say that, he will come into the pits after 3-4 laps on those medium compound tyres. He's got a good lap time on the mediums, in fairness. Is that his best as well? I believe that is his best. That's a good time by Wesley. Everyone may have to keep an eye out on that. It looks like Wesley's been practicing a bit. As Goldie goes and sets himself at P3, a good lap time, but that is on the super soft compound tyres, and Simsy set his, not surprisingly, on the soft compound tyre, and looking to absolutely dominate this Grand Prix. DeLuca on his lap now. He's going through turn 11, no, turn 12, turn 12, yes it is turn 12, coming into the spoon curve of turn 13 and 14. The very fast flowing sector is to follow, now going towards 130R. The Sauber driver goes to Luca 96. What lap time do we expect from him on the Superstars? His fastest lap has been on the soft compound tyres. We're expecting a good lap time from him, breaking now down into turn 17 and 18. Now looking very clean at the moment is the Sauber driver. What lap time will he get at the end of this lap? He's going to get himself a 27.7 to get him into P2, only 2 tenths off Simsy, but on a softer tyre than the Toro Rosso man. Fretti, has he got an answer? I believe he's about to start his lap. I'm not sure actually, he may be on a lap at the moment. It looks like he's about to start. No, he's gone into the pits. It looks like he's had a mistake somewhere on track. There's 6 minutes left, so they can still come into the pits and come out, and maybe probably set a lap and go back in, and then maybe come out for an out lap, as I believe that is Short, who's just gone P7. Yes it is, on the soft compound tyres. Only 3 tenths off Brumadinho, who is in League A. Short isn't League A, but he's just left quite short ago. Hey, see what I did there? Short now, just making sure his tyres aren't too bad. Chippo, I believe he's got his ABS off tonight, so let's have a look as he goes into spoon curve now. Yeah, he's trying ABS off. Good for him. That's all I'm going to say. Good for him. Invalidated outside of turn 2, says Fretti. So he's going to have one more go on the super soft compound tyre. As we can see him just in the pits, just selecting his tyre. Brumadinho on his lap now. We'll see what he can get with 5 minutes left in the session. He can probably set a lap, then come back in, looking like a Senna-inspired helmet design there. Excuse me, for the Haas driver. Top 4 all in the pits at the moment. We need to see Fretti get a good lap here, otherwise he won't be with all his best mates down in P9 at the moment. He won't be wanting to look down there, because at the moment that's not good enough for any good points, except for 2 points in the Grand Prix, as we see a Haas flying past. Is that Brumadinho? No, that's not. That would be, if I'm not mistaken, who would that be? That would be Wesley. Oh, and Wesley's gone wide. He was 3 tenths up and he went wide. That's so unfortunate for the Haas driver. Oh, he's almost binned it. Or he literally has binned it there. As we see Fretti now just getting ready to set his fastest lap. One person that we need to see. Oh, hello. That's Wesley off. Wesley's hit the barrier. And he's lucky not to be out of qualifying there. Lord Elephant now on his out lap. I believe Composite's on a flying lap, so we will have a look at the Williams driver. Obviously not matching his superior Williams driver of Scuderia Seb on points at the moment, because Seb is absolutely flying away in Season 3 at the moment. But let's see what the number 63, obviously George Russell inspired. What can Composite do on those superstars? This Oppenconen has obviously been at somewhere in Sector 1, most probably in the S section. The Simsy also retires, believing that his lap is the best. Nick also retires. DeLuca most probably will be retiring quite soon, unless he's coming out of the pits. That is someone coming in. That is a Sauber driver of, I believe, who's that? Sauber driver of Chippo. That's Chippo coming into the pits. Lord Elephant just needs to improve. That's the main person we need to see. But Composite now coming around the final corner. What lap time will the Williams driver get? He's going to get himself a 130.517, which keeps him in P14 at the moment. He'll be wanting for a bit more than that. I don't know if that was invalidated or not, actually. That could have been invalidated. I'll just go down and have a look. Was that invalidated? No, he's just done a 30.5. A good lap, but almost 3 seconds off the pace of Simsy Danger. Let's have a look at the most iconic person in the world, Mike Atzafati. shifting down quite late actually, tampering with his throttle and brake, going through turn 2. Oh dear, right, he's pushing a bit too hard there. I don't think he sustained any damage though, because it was the rear of the car that hit. If it wasn't a wheel damage, then he should be fine to do another lap, is the Red Bull driver, unless he goes and retires now. It looks like he could have enough time for another lap, so it's not all over for him, but Fretty does need to improve. He is on for some good laps at the moment. Let's have a look. He's 2 seconds off the pace of Simsy Danger. DeLuca is literally only 1/10 behind. A great lap from him. He's now on an out lap. Fretty needs to convert a lap time here, otherwise this is him completely over. He's one more chance after this. If this is a invalidated lap time, what lap time will we get? We'll get a 1:28.3, which gets him into P5, 7/10 off though. Pole position. I don't know if he's going to have another go or not. What's his ERS saying? He's saying another go. He needs another go, otherwise DeLuca will be starting 3 positions ahead of him. Oh, that's him out. That's him gone. He'll most probably be retiring. DeLuca though is about to start his lap, so let's see what he can get as Lord Elephant puts in a lap time that he'll most probably be proud of. Don't go up the inside of Sean May as they go down into turn 1. Short and also Lord Elephant. Lord Elephant set his PB though. What can Short do? Short is on the Superstar, so he should be going quicker than Lord Elephant. Lord Elephant though is behind him, but is quicker than him on the soft compound tyres. But Short does look like he's getting away here, touching the gravel on. Oh, that's Short gone. Short is gone. Short has lost it on the Dunlop. Verstappen, he'll be wanting for a good lap here. He's in an esports team. I saw him on Twitter. Well done to him getting into an esports team, but let's see what he can do with his lap, as DeLuca is also on a lap. He's going into Degner 1 and Degner 2 now. Fretty is parked up there. He's not going anywhere. Goldie's on a lap as well. We need to have a look at him as well. Who else are we looking at? Wesley will not. Oh, that's going to be very close. I don't think Wesley will make that. Mike Fatty is retired. Jippo on a lap at the moment. Composite is on a lap as well. He's 10 seconds down and he will not complete another lap. Philip is up on his lap time. Ricardo is in the pit, so he will not set a lap time. That is Short out. Wesley has just he did actually beat his lap time, so well done to him. Goldie on his own. Fretty is there, but DeLuca, what can DeLuca do? Can he get pole position for the Grand Prix of Japan at Suzuka? He's only 1/10 down on the Simsy of Danger. Let's have a look. Can DeLuca convert this to pole? He can. He could go 1/10 quicker than Simsy Danger. DeLuca has got it on pole for now, and only 2 people can beat him, but they're all down at the bottom, so this looks like a DeLuca pole unless Veenstra can do anything. Can Philip do anything? No, he's just roaming around. Looks like he's had a mistake in sector 2. So that is the end of your qualifying session, with this man on pole by almost 2/10 to Simsy Danger. Verstappen had a great lap and has got himself into P3. Good lap time by him, 6/10 off DeLuca, but a great lap time nonetheless from the number 78 driver. Nick is in P4, only 1/10, so he's been knocked out of the podium positions of qualifying. Brumadinho in P6, no, P5, Brumadinho in P6, and here we go then. That was a very interesting qualifying session with DeLuca putting it on pole. Good for him. I pulled neutral at the hairpin. That is where Fretty mucked up his lap. He lost it at the hairpin, and that is Fretty's chances of a gone. But here we go then. A great lap time by DeLuca gets him on pole. Second goes to Simsy Danger. Third is Verstappen RB33. A good lap from him. P4 is Nick. P5 is Brumadinho. P6 is Fretty. P7 is Goldie RGG. P8 is Lord Elephant on the softs. A lot of people are actually choosing to go on the soft compound tyre today. P9 is Short. P10 is Flying Jippo. A good lap from him. I saw him at the back, but he's got himself up into P10. P11 will be Wesley. He has a free choice of tyre, and the rest of the grid is down below. We'll be able to run through them on the formation lap. we can now see on our right hand side, right at the bottom right of the screen, people now getting ready with their setups for the Grand Prix. We see a Haas on the mediums. We don't know if that's true or not, but I believe that's Wesley's car, and Lord Elephant I can see as well. But let's have a look as they go into the first corner, as the lights do go out for the formation lap. What can we expect in this Grand Prix? I think I believe it was Chippo summed out perfectly. A Simsy Danger win and a monumental crash at turn 1. I'm going to add something else to that. An amazing midfield battle to see in this Grand Prix. Unlike 3A where people got spread out, we're definitely going to see some crashes here today, as we saw in qualifying. Obviously people pushing at 100%, but in this race we're expecting people in the first few laps. So just take it slow, but I'm going to say now that one person is going to crash on lap 1. That's my guess, but it could be more or it could be none. Hoping for none, obviously, but that's DeLuca hitting the barrier on the outside of Degner 1. Here we go then, we'll go for the grid. DeLuca P1, Simsy P2, Verstappen RB33 P3, Nick P4. It's a Scuderia Red Bull, well, Scuderia Torso in 2 and 4, a Red Bull, their sister, in P3. P5 is Brumadinho, P6 is Fretty, P7 is Goldie, P8 is Lord Elephant, good quality on him on the softs, P9 is Short, P10 is Flying Jipper. Let's have a look at outside the top 10 what tyres they will be starting on. Here we go then. So Wesley will be starting on the mediums. Opaconum, he'll be wanting more. He's starting on the softs. Mike Azafati having a good qualifying session, P13. He will be starting on the softs as well. Composite P14. He'll be wanting to get up the grid as soon as possible. He'll be on the softs. P15 is W Veenstra. P16 making some progress is Philip. P17 is Ricardo. P18 is Jazzy, and P19 is Woomaloo to round off the grid. Obviously the bottom two did crash in qualifying. We're expecting an absolute tactic by Woomaloo here, as he tried to do in Russia, but sadly did crash before he could. But one thing we do know is that Nick will be starting on 3 lap old super soft compound tyres, as we see the grid now lining up. That is a great angle of DeLuca's axle there. Someone in the chat is saying, come on Wesley, Veenstra and Composite. Here we go then. We're expecting a good camera angle, please. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights in FLH Season 3B. And it's lights out as a drive-through penalty for Verstappen. And it's lights out and away we go. Simsy looking to the inside already. It's going to be side by side down into turn 1. Simsy's got touched by DeLuca. It looks clean into turn 1. DeLuca's kept that lead for now. Simsy in P2. Nick in P3. Brumer in P4. Fretty in P5. He's made up his position. That's Lord Elephant round. Lord Elephant is not out though. He's just round. But that is him literally out of the Grand Prix. Jazzy has retired from the session. That's my one person out. Verstappen is at the back of the grid. Phillips already round. Woomaloo is round. Many people are around at the end of sector 1. We see a lot of people trying to make overtakes, but it's not going to happen. And who's that? That's Fretty off. Fretty's off. Fretty's crashed. Oh no, that's Fretty out of the Grand Prix. Fretty, the championship rival to DeLuca. DeLuca's in P1, and Fretty on lap 1 is out of this Grand Prix. Both Ferraris out on lap 1. That is a shame for both Ferraris. That is probably very controversial. What happened to Fretty there? We don't know, but DeLuca. Oh, and Veenstra is also retired. There's 3 people already who have retired from this Grand Prix. Ricardo's got a 5-second stop-go penalty. Simsy in P2. Oh my goodness, that's the start and a half. What was Brumer doing? Brumer apparently had done something at turn 2. Nick, P3. Brumer, P4. DeLuca has been overtaken by Simsy. The inevitable has happened on lap 1. Simsy Danger has got past DeLuca, but DeLuca will be wanting to get some revenge on the Toro Rosso driver going down the straight. He's only in ERS mode 1. He won't be looking for a move at the moment. Looks like Brumer was in some kind of accident in turn 2 as Jippo has got past another man going into turn 1. A good start from him. He's gone up 3 positions. The Sauber's looking very good at the moment. P2 and P7 We know that, oh, there, that's almost Goldie. That's Goldie getting past Short. Short's had a bit of a bad exit. They're side by side up into the Dunlop curve of I think turn 7. Yes, that is turn 7. Goldie has got that position for now. Good racing by the two of them, and Short looks like he may have front wing damage of some kind, going very slow through Degner 1 there, and that's Jippo. Jippo's run wide there and lost a position, maybe even 2. Verstappen has got a drive through penalty, so this doesn't really mean anything for the Red Bull driver. We'll have to look, but that did look very early for Verstappen off the line. Composite only 9 tenths behind. Mike has a fatty. Them two, I guarantee, will be in a battle for a long time. Ricardo has just come out of the pits. Lord Elephant and Wesley also, they're 31 seconds behind anyone else. So it looks like their race is almost over. Woomaloo, even though he did have a little spin on lap 1, is getting through the Grand Prix pretty well with his medium strategy up in P12. Only 13 people survived lap 1 completely, but the Jippo, oh there, that's Verstappen going out wide there. Simsy sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Oh, that is very close for Verstappen there. Getting very close to the back of Flying Jippo's rear wing there. Almost taking it off of Verstappen. He needs to pit in the next lap. Jippo going very defensive very early on. That's a lovely axle cam angle. He slows down to let Verstappen through, looking like that's some courtesy there, as it looked like he did send him wide. But Woomaloo has got past another person. That's Composite this time, and Mike Azafati has gone into the pits at the end of lap 2 on lap 3. Philip is 2 positions away from points. Let's just hope they will be able to finish this race with some points. That'll be a story to tell the news. Composite in P11 and Woomaloo in P10. I expect this to be a battle as well, as Mike Azafati sadly had to come into the pits. Oh, that's someone off. That's Jippo off. Jippo's run wide once again, and has he sustained front wing damage this time? I'm not sure from that angle. It looks like he's kept his front wing in good condition, but that has now separated Composite from Woomaloo, and Jippo's now down into P10. We know those super softs do not last a huge amount of time, but we do know that these guys may have to do the 2-stop, the likes of DeLuca and Nick. DeLuca already losing the back end a bit through turn 18. Nick almost loses it as well. That was a bit of a save there, but Short and Goldie in battle at the moment. We see that Goldie, I believe, has been overtaken by Short. Everyone being very calm into the final corner. Don't want to be making another save, but here we go. We see closing speeds, 206 miles an hour for the Williams driver, going around the outside of Short, but Short's running him out of space. Short keeps P5 for now. Oppoconen right at the back of him. He's had a great start, already up into P7, as Philip's still in, and Jippo and Verstappen are in the pits. And Philip, you are in a points position, my friend. You have a chance of getting points in a race. Well done to you, mate. Composite in P9 at the moment, Woomaloo in P8, and Simsy's already made a 4-second gap to DeLuca already. But we see Oppoconen right at the back of Goldie, as Short has just pulled away, as obviously he forced Goldie out wide. The number 21 and the number 6 are going into battle now. We're going to have a see if Oppoconen is going to try a Vettel move like I did last night in 3A. He's going to go round the outside, and that move's not going to stick for now. Goldie's going to run out wide. He's going to run onto the curb. Let's have a look and see if we can make anything out of this. I don't know why I'm saying we, but Oppoconen in that Force India will be wanting the most out of this. He's going to go very quickly, and he's going to back out of that move into 130R. Doesn't want any crashes. He just wants to keep that position and make sure he doesn't die on lap 5:27. We're under a fifth into this Grand Prix, so we've got a lot to go, and already so much action has happened with Simsy Danger already coming through sector 1. DeLuca coming through P2 at the moment. Nick is right on his heels. They've got the same amount of tyres, but I believe Nick's tyres are a bit older, as he did do another lap on the super softs at the end of his quali stages. Lord Elephant is actually getting very close to Wesley. Lord Elephant may want to have a look down the main straight, so we will keep on board with him unless we see any other moves. We're going to Just highlight Nick just in case we see a move from the Englishman slash Frenchman, whatever you want to say. He's lost a bit of time to De Luca, but this is the battle that we want to see right now. Lord Elephant, one of the people who we thought would be championship contender at the start of the season, he's gone around the outside of Wesley. What a move from the Force India driver, around the outside of Wesley to get P14 in this Grand Prix. Nick is only 4 tenths behind De Luca now, coming up towards 130R. That's a lovely camera angle. Hopefully that swipes across. Yes, it does. That's a lovely angle through 130R there. And De Luca moves to the outside to make his opening angle for the corner as wide as possible. Phillips being overtaken by Verstappen there, and is losing time by the second. He was at one point in P10, but Verstappen now needs either a safety car to save him, as De Luca and Nick change positions down into turn 1. I'm sorry I didn't see that. Nick and De Luca changing positions on the main straight. Nick will now be trying to run away, as now it's a Toro 1-2 in this Grand Prix, with De Luca in P3, Brumadinho in P4 on his own, Shaw in P5 on his own, Goldie with Opconen right behind him, only 2 tenths behind as they go through the S's towards the Dunlop curve, whatever you want to call it. Wimelu is on his own at the moment on the medium strategy, looking very good for him at the moment. Comes in P9, and everyone below has pit for some tyres, so we're going to have a look. But the real question is, can those mediums last? The answer is no, they cannot last the whole race. It is the one stop that these guys are looking to, and there's yellows in sector 2. Who's that for? Yellows in sector 2, yellows in sector 2. We don't know who that's for, but Opconen is right on the back of Goldie now. And there's a move between Nick and De Luca. Oh dear, no! That's the yellow. Nick's lost it on Ricciardo. What's happened there? Has Nick got front wing damage? I'm sorry, I'm going to have to miss the Opconen move, because what's happened there? That is the strangest thing I've seen in a while, but Opconen has got past Goldie. I don't know what's happened there. Looks like a bit of back marker fun, as we get many a comment at the moment, so let's just see who that's from. What is Ricciardo doing? He waited for Nick. He waited for Nick. Ricciardo waited for Nick. That could be resulting in something a bit worse, mate. As he runs off the track once again, he's getting blue flags for days. He's waiting up apparently for people. So, Freddie, thank you for recording that. That was, if that is what it looks like, Ricciardo, that's not good at all, and ruining. I'm not going to say ruining really, because I don't want to make anything happen. But Verstappen has now got past Composite, as it looks like Composite's run wide or something. Maybe no, but Chippo. No, Lord Elephant, Mike Azafati, I believe. Yeah, Lord Elephant has got past Mike Azafati, swerving all over in front of him, apparently, Ricciardo. So we'll have to have a look at that in the stewards after the Grand Prix for Ricciardo. He's 58 seconds behind anyone else. And at the moment we see Mike Azafati just 4 tenths behind Lord Elephant on lap 8 of 27. Obviously Freddie can be my personal steward. If you want to join the party and do some commentary with me, you are more than welcome. Just stay in the chat, mate, and I'll get you in the party as soon as possible. But we see no real battles at the moment between anyone except for Mike Azafati and Lord Elephant at the moment. Let's have a look at position changes while everyone's a bit spread out. I say that as people are actually getting very close to each other. But we will have a look at the position changes. So we'll go back up to the top of the grid, as we see another move as Verstappen and Composite come into the pits. This is the start of the pit window, as Composite looks like he's got some damage of some kind, as Verstappen comes out of the pits onto some medium compound tyres on lap 8 very early. Fretty is going to be doing some commentary with me. Oh, that is Verstappen almost going off the track, and I'm sorry, I'm going to have to miss a few seconds as I invite Fretty to the party, so we can do some dual com like we did with Scuderia Seb in France there. But we're back on, don't you worry about that. And oh dear, I've come on at the perfect time because that's my cat, a fatty. Has he lost it? Has he get out of the Grand Prix? He's not out of the Grand Prix, but that is the Red Bull completely out of things there. That is a real shame for the Red Bull driver. He's lost a lot of time and definitely a lot of front wing as Nick comes into the pits now. Will he have a front wing change? That is the question. Fretty, I have sent you an invite, so hopefully you can join as soon as possible. Nick does not he does not change his front wing. He just goes back out onto the oh, Mike Fatty has retired. That is pretty evidential. But we now see that what do you call him, Nick is now coming out of the pits. And another thing that we need to factor into this, Philip has got points at the moment. Philip has got points. Fretty, you're not speaking in party chat, mate. You're speaking in bloody game chat. You need to join my party. Fretty, join my party. Join my bloody party. Woo! I've just had to send him another invite. And Woomley's got there's a VSC apparently. Apparently there's a VSC, I'm not sure, but Woomley's now just got a penalty as Fretty joins the party. Just make sure your voice is not always allowed, so then we don't have any awkward pauses while the commentary is going. But Woomley's now got to drive through a penalty for speeding underneath the VSC. That VSC was obviously because of my cat is a fatty. Jippo is actually right on the back of Philip now. Philip going quite slow through turn 10 and 11, coming towards the hairpin now. What can he do as DeLuca pits? Fretty, could you just give your insight onto the Ricciardo Nick incident?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I've been spectating Ricciardo ever since. Trouble, or it was anything intentional. I find it bizarre if he had anything against Nick, because I don't think they've ever been together on track. I don't know, it's just a bizarre incident where he was going side to side down the back straight, and I was on board with him, and all of a sudden Nick smashed into the back of him. So I think he was lucky to get away without sort of major front end damage.
Yeah, it doesn't look. Yeah, it doesn't look like he changed it in the pit, so it wasn't that major. Probably a yellow at most from wing, as we now see Philip again get a bit detached from flying Jippo now. Any close battles on track except for that? Not at the moment, but we do see that Verstappen will be closing quite rapidly towards Lord Elephant, as Lord Elephant has not pitted yet, I do not believe, yet. Oh no, Lord Elephant has pitted, my mistake, but what tyres is he on? Lord Elephant is on the mediums as well, but 8-lap old mediums compared to Verstappen's 2-lap old, so we'll expect a battle there quite soon. Now going down into the Tegnas under the Fanatec bridge, the Fanatec thing, as obviously this circuit is a figure of 8, as Simply Danger is now on lap 11 on those tyres. We're expecting him to come into the pits around lap 12, lap 13, depending on if he wants to do an overcut of some kind, but he is so far ahead. We've got yellows in sector 3. Who's that for then? Not really sure at the moment. Everyone quite close actually, so I don't know why there'd be yellows, but oh, that's Woomley. Woomley's pit, I believe there could have been damage though. Oh, Woomley's actually done a bit of a Sebastian Vettel there and has got in front of Oppiconum. I don't know if they have front wing damage or not. Looks like they do have front wing damage. Looks like they've had an incident there. Did you catch that, Fretty?
I didn't. I was just in the party settings at that point. But
right.
Interesting, I was about to say before Woomley sort of pitted out of the way of them that Nick's actually recovered most of what he lost in that incident, only 2 seconds off. He's got mediums that are pretty much the same age as that on DeLuca, so he's not lost out too much. He's definitely got pace around him.
Yeah, it looks like he does have the pace around here, because he was in front of DeLuca before obviously his incident. and he's closing up pretty quickly. Let's have a look at lap times very quickly. Obviously DeLuca's just gone to the mediums, while Nick's been on them.
Sector 1 because and that was interesting. Was that DeLuca? No, sorry, Flying Jippo, just avoiding Ricardo, who's still going around 2 minutes off of 14th place and not managing to keep it on the track.
Yeah, Ricardo looks like he's absolutely lost it at the moment. Blue flags all the time, almost weaving to the right, letting his teammate pass, but he's just letting everyone bit pass. I'd be scared to be on track with him at the moment, just weaving around. I was not expecting this from him at Spa. He was doing pretty well actually, but this has just not been his race today. 2 minutes behind the next car, as now we see.
To be honest.
Yeah, as we now see Short and Brumadinho come into the pits. Nick has actually got out ahead of them to show how an undercut has actually worked for the two of them. And Brumadinho was 6 seconds behind and is now only 5. So he's caught up a second, but not a lot, as we can now see that DeLuca is actually gaining time on Nick. Nick's had obviously a bad lap, and DeLuca is now 3 seconds ahead in P2 as Wesley gets past Philip, as Philip finally comes into the pits. He's had a good first stint. He's been in the points, as we see also behind Wumlu again coming into the pits.
Is that a drive-through penalty?
That, I believe, was a drive-through penalty. I think, yeah, for speeding underneath the VSC. So that is the reason why Wumlu is now down in P13. It's not been the greatest of races for him. But how far is he off points?
He had a disqualification, of course, in Singapore for pitting and serving as penalty that didn't actually register, so hopefully there's nothing wrong there and he can complete the rest of the race.
Yeah, he is 20 seconds behind points, so don't make that assumption that he will get points, but he is on soft compound tyres, but that's going to be very close to the end of the race. He's going to have to do 14 laps on those tyres. It's going to be a bit of an ask for the driver as he hits the back of composite.
Yeah, that's not. He's done 12 on tyres that have done qualifying as well, so it's marginal, but maybe just possible.
Yeah, yesterday he was looking like after about 11-12 laps, those tyres were dying off. As Simsy's now ahead, as I predicted. He's absolutely storming the pack. He's 14 seconds ahead of anyone at the moment. Verstappen at the moment only 3/10 behind Lord Elephant. That gap has closed dramatically recently. He's got the DOS on the Force India driver. He'll most probably be wanting to get in a slipstream. Will he be able to make the move down into turn 1 and turn 2? He won't at the moment. He's going to hold that on for now as Lord Elephant runs a bit wide at the edge of turn 1 into turn 2. See if Lord Elephant can get any closer. Not Lord Elephant, Verstappen getting any closer to Lord Elephant. He's getting right on the back of him. That dirty air must be absolutely killing his tyres, so he needs to get past him as soon as possible, as that's really the worst place you can get stuck behind another driver down in sector 1, because the dirty air could probably send you out wide and into the gravel in the Dunlop curve.
Yeah, Verstappen on 6 lap younger tyres as well, and so he really needs to get this move done as soon as possible as he goes out wide to try the switchback, and he'll get a good run out there. Nowhere really to go down here though, it's very narrow.
Yes, it's sector
really
2. Oh, that's Lord Elephant gone wide.
Yeah.
Not sure if that was a Lord Elephant just going wide, or maybe a just given move, but whatever's happened, he's lost grip of some kind. And has lost
I fancied him out there on purpose, so I can only think he went wide and made a mistake.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Why he would give up that position. But Wesley, on the same lap old tyres as the Force India driver, is closing, but we're not sure by how much at the moment. We'll just have a look at lap times just to see the comparison. So Lord Elephant saying 33.1s. Wesley saying 33.8, so he's actually losing time. But obviously in this last lap, as Lord Elephant had that incident, he's gained a lot of time, about 1.5 seconds there, as he goes through turn 1. Now, the gaps are now starting to spread a bit as Verstappen has got past Lord Elephant now. So I'm actually now going to, at last, go through the grid for everyone watching. So, Simsy Danger going up 1 position as Ricardo picks up another penalty. He's made up 1 position in his Grand Prix. Lots of people making up 1 or 2 positions, but Simsy just making the one as Short has left the session. Hopefully not the same problem that he had in Russia, where he's still actually racing, but he's left the session on our screens. If you can send him invite, Fretty, please do, but I'm not sure if you can.
I should be able to.
Cool, that's good then. It looks like Short's had a bit of an internet problem in the past 2 weeks. Hopefully that can get sorted quite quickly, as he's over a second down in that sector alone, so he's losing a lot of time. And Jippo's only 8 seconds behind, and those Saubers look like they are scoring some good points today, as Jippo is going through 130R right now. One thing I do have to say is DeLuca is keeping that gap to Simsy. Not sure if he is pushing that much. Is the Toronto driver compared to last night, but I was keeping the gap around 40 seconds. It was about that. And we have more Yanis 62, and Mike Azafati is he gone from the session, or he's retired? Whatever it is, no, he's retired from the session. I'm not sure where, but he's lost it somewhere in sector 2. Most probably going to see it quite soon on our stream.
Yeah, I should say a good day for Sauber. Very bad day for Ferrari and the constructors.
Yeah.
Two teams. So yeah, unfortunate. But...
yeah, it looks like Short's network has gone down, so that was a shame for him. He was looking good for P6 at the moment. But how far is he away from losing points? He's 10 seconds away, so that'll probably be lost. So Woomaloo, after all of that, is actually in the points at the moment somehow, as Simsy goes and sets the fastest up of the Grand Prix. Me saying that he wasn't pushing at all. He's just gained gained a second on DeLuca in the past lap. So good from him. Nick has kind of made that gap the same as it's been in the past few laps. Bruma 4 seconds behind as well. Goldie also 4 seconds behind. And Short is obviously not in the session anymore. So we're expecting, as Ricardo retires at last from the session, he was a lap down, maybe even 2 laps down, and he's retired from the session. So really we only have 13 races left from the 19 that started this Grand Prix. 2 out of the first lap, those were the 2 Ferraris. One of them's commentating with me right now, just asking what actually happened with you and Bruma in turn 2, and what happened to cause the crash as DeLuca picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Well, I got a mega start after a pretty disastrous qualifying. I think Verstappen jumped the start actually in 3rd place, so not reacting to that moving was pretty tricky. But no, I think that sort of put most other people off as well, and we got away with it. And there's sort of, well, I think I'd already cleared Brumadinho, and then we got sort of deep into the apex of turn 2. And yeah, he just came from nowhere. He wasn't even registered as the car behind me at that point. I think it was Verstappen. So he sort of came past 2 of us and straight into the side of me. So we'll see what happens after the race. But at that point, I went round the outside of him through the last of the S's, and then that sort of, I don't know, got the tyres dirty or too much rear tyre temperature pushing it that hard, and just lost the rear into the first Degner on the curb and didn't look back.
So I'm just going to have to interrupt you. Flying Jippo's just been overtaken by Verstappen. Looks like Jippo's just saving a bit of VOS and Verstappen's just got past. Looks like Shaw is actually spectating right now. If you can take control, please do, because that'll make a good battle. So what you need to do is just spectate yourself, and then there's a button that says take control Shaw, as Lord Elephant now pits onto the soft most probably, as Verstappen has had a good recovery drive from obviously having a drive-through penalty for a jump start on lap 1. He's made a good recovery and now in P6 after short disconnecting from the session. He could be able to rejoin, but apparently his network's a joke, probably with Virgin or something. Not surprising for years. But let's have a look at that's Woomaloo getting overtaken by Wesley. Wesley's had a good move there down into turn 1, as Lord Elephant's only 6 cents behind, so this could be a three-way battle for the end of the points position between these three drivers. The older tyres here, I believe, are they are Woomaloos. So out of these three people who are all on the soft compound tyres, Woomaloo's tyres are the oldest, but will make it to the end of the Grand Prix just. we've got another comment. Let's have a look who that is from. Most probably either Ricardo.
And apparently, looks that way. Yeah, he's not ghosted anymore, so he's 1.5 seconds off the flying Jippo with much fresher tyres, so that'll be his target at the end of the race.
Well, yeah, it looks like he's back in the session now. So, yep.
Nick's, with the penalty that Luke picked up earlier, I don't think Nick's got one, so he's less than 2 seconds off effectively a win at the moment.
Yeah, effectively a little win. As we got another second one.
Fresh out of the pits on mediums. He's got it out of turn 2, it looks like.
Who's that?
Opcano and down the...
Opcano. Oh, okay. Yeah, looks like he's just had a little bit of an incident. Okay, so yeah, so Short is back on now. So yeah, so he will be hoping to gain some time that he has lost in this Grand Prix. He is on mediums though. Have a look at the people around us. Verstappen is actually on older, and it looks like, has he got past Wesley? No, he was never with Wesley. He was just with Verstappen, I believe, wasn't he? Who was Verstappen with? He was with Jippo. Yeah, Jippo's just gonna come into the pits.
Jippo's pits, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hello. That's Jippo off. Jippo's off. Wasn't paying attention. Jippo's now off. I don't believe he has the same. Yeah, looks like Jippo just dropped it out of the Dunlop curb and completely died. Is all I'm gonna say. Now goes into the hairpin. Hopefully he just doesn't spin it. Looks like even with traction control on, this league is looking like a lot of people are dropping it out of the Dunlop curve. Is the main place where people are losing it, and also in the Degeners. Lots of people have lost it in the Degeners. You yourself have. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't referencing you, but a lot of people have. I saw it yesterday as well, so not just directed at you. As we see Brumadinho now coming through the Degeners. Absolutely fine. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But anyway, sadly for you, Fretty, DeLuca is looking pretty strong at the moment, and I believe has only got one penalty. He's actually hang on.
We need one of those famous Japanese tornadoes to come across at the moment, don't we?
Yep, we do. Yeah, Nick's actually got 3 warnings, but one of them is obviously a collision warning. So Nick is only 1 warning away from a penalty, so he'll be wanting to make sure he doesn't get in the walls here.
He's dropping back from DeLuca at the moment, so it doesn't look promising. That pace he showed early on in the race, not really transferred to the mediums.
Yeah, maybe because a bit of front wing damage has cost a bit of maybe heat in the tyres. But with 7 laps to go in this Grand Prix, it looks very promising for DeLuca to take the Season 3B win and Simsy Danger to finish in P1 at the end of this as Nick goes through turn 2 now. We also see Lord Elephant just closing up very slowly to Wesley, and Short is actually only 1.8 seconds behind Verstappen, so that could get very close to the end because he's obviously got 4 lap younger tyres than the Dutchman ahead of him as Oppenheimer picks up a 3-second time penalty, and Philip has survived the Grand Prix, which is nice to know. Unlike his co-partner in crime, Jazzy, first person to lose it, and the inevitable has happened again with Jazzy losing it once again. But anyway, we're gonna dwell from Ferrari's woes. I'm sorry, once again, but we're gonna lose it in the pits again. And this time he wants to set a fast lap of the Grand Prix, and he's gone onto the super soft compound tyres. Looks like he didn't have the pace on those soft compound tyres to wait to the end of the Grand Prix, but Jippo looks like he's got P10 on lockdown, and Composite is already into turn 3 right now. So it looks like unless Wimmerly can set some absolute belter of lap times, he will be stuck in P12. And Philip is only 4 tenths behind, and he's run wide at turn 2. So Philip had a chance, but he sadly hasn't taken it in this Grand Prix. But oh, hang on. Wait, did you see that? Simsy's actually pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pit. I didn't even see that. So DeLuca. is actually in the lead of this Grand Prix, but get ready to see in the next probably lap him being absolutely mauled down the straight by Simsy Danger as he now goes into the Degners. He's not really using much energy or anything, even though he's on the much grippier tyres. Maybe just warming them up and making sure he does not spin it like the others have done on cold tyres. But he is gaining at some...
Because he's got plenty of time left, and the Lucas just sitting up on 11 flat old mediums as Simsy just weaving a bit there. So yeah, maybe a bit of trouble getting temperature in.
Yeah, it looks like...
At this stage, so let's wait to put the load in and get that temperature.
I don't know what's happening to Simsy, but he's completely slowing down and now in 8th gear. I have no clue what's happening there.
He's going for a Toro Rosso formation finish.
I have no clue what's happening. Maybe he's just getting ready and completely doing a qualifying lap here.
Is he going to tow Nick into the Lucas penalty?
I don't know, but
team tactics here with Toro Rosso.
I'm not sure, but it looks like he's just trying to get a really quick lap in. But then in 0 ERS, I'm so confused. Has there been a bit of Toro Rosso team tactics here? I'm really not sure.
To find out whatever he's planning here.
Yeah,
whether it's just getting some clean air, but I would have thought the quicker way to get clean air would be to go past DeLuca.
Yeah, I think he's just wanting a flying lap on his own here.
Yeah, but he's got that much more pace than DeLuca. He's going to catch him halfway around the lap anyway.
Yeah, he's only 1.6 seconds behind. He started about 3 seconds behind, but I think he just wanted a clean lap and just shows what he's got, because he hasn't really been able to do a lap on the supers and is just having a bit of fun today because he knows he isn't scoring any points. Yeah, it just looks like no team tactics, but Simsy just wanted a run on DeLuca, and look at that, he may actually get him into 130R here.
He's timed this pretty well if he's going for fastest lap, because he's getting a mega tow down here, but can't quite make it into 130R.
Oh, he's got it, as DeLuca's run wide. It's going to be side by side down into turn 17. DeLuca's got that move though for now, but it looks like that will be exchanged. Yeah, oh, that's an easy move. Look at the amount of grip that he's got, and he's gone and set the fastest lap at 29.3. And they're going side by side down the main straight now. Simsy and 0 EOS, and that is a move for him and DeLuca, just making sure he doesn't want to be crashed into, otherwise he'll lose the points that he will get. He'll get 25 points at the moment, and yeah, I'm not going to influence anything here, but Simsy, don't know what he's doing, but he's weaving around. Simsy's on a mad one. I don't know.
Is he going for a cool lap and then charge back up and go again?
I think that may be the idea that he's going for him, as Philip
dives out the way.
Yeah, Philip dives out the way at last. He's actually only just been lapped, so a good race from him.
Oh, he's cut DeLuca.
Oh dear. Oh, hello. Philip's gone up the inside of Simsy there trying to. But it looks like, I don't know what he's doing here. Is he trying to hold up DeLuca? What is happening? Because all this is doing is bumping up Nick closer to DeLuca. Nick is obviously on 14 lap old tyres, but I'm not sure if this is
excitement. Otherwise, we'd be struggling for stuff to watch at this stage. So
yeah, this is like, this is ridiculous. But one thing that we can look out for is Woomaloo, who's caught up a lot to compensate. He's about to get him down the main straight, and that's a Woomaloo pass down into turn 1 even before he slams on the brakes for turn 1 and turn 2. That is a good move from him, but what is he doing? As Ricardo says, I'm so bad. But I have no clue what Simsy's doing. Is Simsy on another flying? It looks like Simsy's just... I think that's what Simsy's doing. I think... Oh, no, what? No. I am so confused. No, he is going for another flying lap. Even though this isn't quali.
Oh, right on the edge of the curve.
This is some entertainment. It's qualifying in the race for Simsy Danger. Having a bit too much fun, I think. trying to make those tyres literally die. But looks like, wait, hang on a second. He's almost got Nick in DeLuca's penalty. There's only four. Nick's literally almost there.
Wide. That's going to be a penalty, yeah.
Oh no, that could have been Nick's chance, and he's just absolutely gone and bottled it. He's trying to boy Medinho. But let's have a look. Yeah, DeLuca's only got one. He's only got one penalty, and Nick's just caught his first. So that is any chances, unless DeLuca does something, and I'm not going to commentate curse him. But if DeLuca makes a mistake of some kind, touch wood. Oh, yellow to 3. Imagine if that was for him, but no, it isn't. I don't know who that's for. But one thing that we can say is that Lord Elephant is closing up towards Wesley. Lord Elephant on 2 lap younger tyres, but the amount of time that Sims has gained in 1 lap is ridiculous. He's gained like 3 seconds on 1 lap. Obviously he is on two compounds softer, but he shouldn't be gaining that much time, should he?
It depends what sort of setup he's on. If he's running a higher ballast, then those fresh super softs will really plant the rear end, so he can gain plenty of time through the S's at the start of the lap. He's certainly leaving nothing on the table through the Degners. He got the back end out very nearly, lost it, and will go straight on into Degner 2 if you lose it on the outside of 1. There's no coming back from there, so he's putting a little bit on the line, but of course he can risk it. He's not in the championship. Yeah,
he can do anything he wants. But all I want to say is, if you go on race director, just look at how many times Oppiconem has pit. He's gone into 5 different compounds. Well, 5 different bloody. Oh, I don't know what I'm saying, but that is composite coming out of the way now, letting the race leader through. But look, the main battle at the moment is between Wesley and Lord Elephant for the end of those points. But one thing I will be able to, I haven't seen for a while, will be actually in season 3B, Goldie will get a podium. I believe his last was like in Spain or something, but Goldie will get on that podium for the first time in a long time, and that's been a good consistent race for the Williams driver. Short, I don't know what's happened to him, but he's lost a lot of time to Verstappen. Maybe one of the yellow flags was him, but Lord Elephant is right on the back of Wesley now, and this looks like a move that's waiting to happen. Wesley now getting tracked down by the Nederland driver. I believe they're both from Holland. Let's have a look and see if one of them can beat the other. Lord Elephant now coming towards turn 1. He doesn't look like he's close enough. He lost a bit of time through the final 2 corners, but he's just going to stay and hold position for now. We'll have a look and keep updated with him, as Simsy Danger is now almost coming through the final. He's coming through the final few corners now to finish his 26th out of 27 laps. He's got 1 more lap to go, and he's had 1 more pit stop than the rest of them, so he would be around 25 seconds ahead of the pack. So this has just been a fun run for him. My synopsis at the start, same with Flying Jippos. Seems he's just run away with this as usual.
Well, DeLuca's caught composite into the S's here, so hopefully he gets it out of the way. And trouble on the last lap.
That would not be what people want. I can say that for now. But DeLuca is closing up to composite. Hopefully there will be no trouble here. Otherwise, this could be a big Stewart's inquiry. But composite has been given the blue flags.
Definitely not making it easy for him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Would this be if Nick hadn't picked up that penalty?
Yeah, this would be a W for Nick at the moment. If he didn't get that penalty, he will be on the podium, absolutely fuming. But we need to go on to Simsy Danger now as he comes through the spoon curve for the final time, unless there is some advances with the Lord Elephant move. It looks like he's on the final lap now, and he hasn't got past him into turn 1, so that looks like that could be the final order. But Simsy Danger probably now coming through 130R. Yes, he is. He's had a dominant race. Once again, he's absolutely streaming F1 League Cup Season 3A and Season 3B. He's very close to Seb, and he's taken a win as a reserve driver in Season 3B. A good race from the Toro Rosso driver. DeLuca will take home the 25 points in Season 3B, and Nick will take P2 in Season 3B. Brumadino will take home P4. Goldie will take home P5, but theoretically P3 in this Grand Prix, and he will get a podium interview. Will the Season B driver in the Williams. Well done to him. He will take P5 in this Grand Prix, and he's got an unserved stop-go penalty just to add to it. Verstappen now, he had a stop-go penalty, and he's come all the way back up. He's had a terrible race in terms of the amount of times he had to pit, but he will take home P6.
Lord Elephant's got one more chance, sorry Frank, but I don't think he's close enough. No.
Yeah, that's fine. No. We'll have a look at penalties, because Wesley said, oh, that was very close. And Wesley's got that, and Short has been moved down to P9 by less than 0.2 of a second. Lord Elephant has taken P8 and Short's taken P9. Chippo having a very solid race, taking home, I believe, his first points in F1 League Cup. Good race for him. Woomaloo, it's just not been his day, has it? Down in P11, trying to set the fastest up, but then Simsy ruined it. Good old Simsy ruining the Renault. And that is the 13 drivers left, and that's Woomaloo taking home P11. A pretty good Grand Prix, a lot to talk about, and that's the end of it. GG Simsy and GG DeLuca. Toro Rosso on the podium, both of them on, and DeLuca taking the second place.
I believe a 41-point lead DeLuca now takes into the final few races.
Well done to the top three then, for a good Japanese Grand Prix where we saw thrills, spills and a Simsy Danger win as usual. But here we go then, through the grid now for the final time today of the Japanese Grand Prix. These are the race results. Simsy Danger got P1, a dominant race from him. P2 went to DeLuca, but P1 in Season 3B. P3 was to Nick, P4 Brumadino, P5 was to Goldie RTG, P6 was Verstappen RB33, P7 was Wesley, P8 was Lord Elephant, P9 was Short, Flying Jippo was 10th, Woomaloo P11, Composite P12, and Philip finished. Yes, boy, Philip finished. Well done to him. Firstly, give him a clap. Come on. Well done, Philip. We salute you. Well done for getting a finish today, and you're getting closer to points by the second. Well done to everyone racing. Obviously sad for the Ferraris, and Fretty's obviously in the party has lost some more points to DeLuca. DeLuca having a great race today. And I'll now invite the top three to the party, but it'll be DeLuca. If he does join, he never seems to join, but let's have a look if he will join today. Very heated if DeLuca and also my co-commentators tonight are on the podium interviews. Also, we will have as well DeLuca and his Nick. And then also Goldie. Not Gold. Yeah, it was Goldie. And also Goldie. Here we go. I've invited the top three for the podiums.
Who pitted for his drive-through, and it actually put him into the pit box. So he pitted when he didn't intend to. So that's unfortunate yet again, getting the drive-through and it not working out as intended for Woomaloo.
Yeah, it just looks like it hasn't been at Woomaloo's session really. Woomaloo's not been the luckiest at the moment. but hopefully we'll get some more points as the season comes to an end very soon. We'll just have a look if any of these drivers do join. Hopefully one of them at least does. I'll send them all some more invites just in case. If one of them joins during my invites, that'd be nice. Oh, there's Goldie. Goldie, welcome to the podium. Just make sure you do have your voice on always allow, just in case there are any awkward pauses. Just make sure that isn't happening. And then if Nick or DeLuca does not join, then we can start the interview. Nick has joined as well. I don't believe DeLuca will join. We'll just start with P2 today then. After obviously the 3A drivers, Nick got P2. Well done to you once again. A very consistent drive. You were only around 2 seconds off DeLuca at the finish line. Could have been a win today if you didn't get that penalty, as DeLuca did have one. How was that race for you? Obviously, we did see the Ricardo incident. So how was that race for you? And could you just describe that Ricardo incident?
It was a good start. I think Verstappen like jumped it or something, and that enabled me to secure P3 at the start. Yeah, and then Simsy overtook DeLuca. I was just trying to stay behind, save a bit of energy, save a bit of ERS and fuel, and then I took my chance on DeLuca, and it worked. And then Ricardo happened. Uh, he was off. He was on the racing line out of Spoon Curve, so I went to the left, and then he went. No, he was off the racing line after Spoon Curve. I was on the right, and then he turned right, I think, and I was able to turn back left, and we crashed. Yes, I pitted early, 2 laps early, because my tires were overcooked because of that spin, and then I just tried to stay as consistent as possible. But then I didn't wasn't it wasn't meant to be, as I got a penalty at the same place for 3 times in Spoon Curve, and yeah, I guess it wasn't meant to be.
Well, it was a great recovery from you to actually get P2. Obviously, you did have to pit early. I don't believe you sustained any front wing damage that I saw visually.
Luckily not, yeah.
No,
I
no
just
front wing damage.
just slammed the brakes, hoped that I wouldn't hit the wall, and I didn't.
So yeah, just a bit of luck there on your side. Obviously there. Fretty, do you have any questions for Nick?
Not off the top of my head. I will just point out that I had that incident recorded, so Nick, you'd like to see it. I don't know if you've got it, but we got
Well,
it through.
I looked back
nicely.
at the end of before turning. I looked back and I saw the chaos.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
on board with Ricardo at the time, so yeah, I got a bizarre view of it. But yeah, that'll be up on
Yeah,
YouTube,
yeah.
so I'll link that into the chat. Other than that, yeah, well done, great recovery. To be close to DeLuca after everything you went through was a great race.
Yeah, well done to you, Nick. Great recovery, and thank you for joining the post-race interviews. Well done on P2 and claiming those 18 points in the F1 League Cup Season 3B Championship. Well done to Goldie as well. I haven't seen you on the podium a lot, but well done to you nonetheless. How was that race for you? It looked like quite a lonely race, but what did you think of it?
First time here, yeah, I've not been on the podium since Austria, so that was a pretty chill race. There's nothing really happened for me, to be honest. Well, the start was, I had shorts on the left and Lord Everton on the right, and I was in the middle of a sandwich, which was not going to go well. So so I sort of backed out. I was like, no, I'd rather drive for another day. So they did their thing, and then Lord Everton spun in front of me, and then yeah, after the pit stops, it was quite a lonely race. Well done to DeLuca for winning, but well, from a championship point of view, I was hoping to see the championship go to the wire. But Fretty, you can do it the next 4 races, can you? those points back. And then, yeah, it was quite a lonely race because when I pitted, we got 51 miles an hour, 1 mile an hour over the speed limit, and I got a 5-second penalty. And I thought that was going to bite me in the backside by the end. But after that, I didn't really see anybody. It was sort of just going for a nice little Sunday drive, and yeah, nice to be back on the podium. But to be honest, I'm not. I'm in no man's land in third in the championship, and sort of Nick has been reeling me in the last few weeks. It seems to be working well. So my target's on him not jumping me into third overall. So today was a good result for that. Was I think 48 points between us in 4 races. Let's see, I'm going to try to fend you off. But other than that, it was a pretty yeah, lonely drive.
Well, yeah, you obviously got that penalty. I got the exact same thing to you last night. 1 mile an hour over. That must be absolutely horrifying, as you know that you're mainly in the midfield battle, coming up to near the front. Obviously today you did get the podium, but you must have been absolutely scared out your wits before obviously you knew that you were going to be alone about that 5-second stop go penalty. Disconnect. Well done anyway. I do hope to see you on the. Oh, can't hear Goldie apparently. Maybe you didn't have your voice allowed, but who knows? Well done to you anyway. You milking it. I don't think you were. You're just having a bit of fun on the podium. You don't get podiums a lot, so well done to you. Well done to Nick also, and well done to Zaluka who couldn't make the interviews today. Well done to the top 3 and welcome to well done to the whole F1 League Hub Season 3B for putting up such a good race. Thank you to the reserves as well. Thank you for watching today. Please like and subscribe to the F1 League Hub channel. I've been Freddie, my co-commentator today. I've been Spag. My co-commentator today has been Freddie. Thank you for watching and goodbye.